Hey guys, back with another video. Last night's live stream was another success. Somebody donated $50 to me, Splatoon forever, so thank you so much for that. But it was through Super Chat, which is my fault, and I didn't realize that YouTube takes like fucking 30% of that shit. So and I guess I'm going to disable Super Chat. But I think that they add it to your revenue, so I probably won't get the check for like 4 or 5 months, but it was still a very generous donation. So let's get to this video. Guy spends thousands of dollars trying to find a wife out of his league overseas. And the reason why I want to do this is because some of the comments I've been getting on YouTube are guys saying, hey, why don't you go overseas, get yourself a girl, or why don't you pay for pussy, or why don't you, So let's get to this.
I tried eArmy and a few of these other regular dating sites. Never worked for me.
My name's Bobby Cannon. I'm 46, and I work in human resources for the federal government. And my views are mine alone, not the government's.
So this is the living room. This is where I spend most of the day when I'm at home.
So that's going to be me in about 14 years. At least the guy has a good job, though. And by the way, for anybody who gets mad the fact that I'm pausing the video, I'm going to put the link in the description. If you want to watch the video without my commentary, quit acting stupid and just watch it. Click on the link in the description, watch it. If you want to hear my commentary, come back. If you don't, don't. But too many people complain you pause the video too much. It's my video, all right?
Got some of my collection. I tend to be a little bit shy, so I don't meet a lot of folks for relationship purposes.
And to be honest, I'm a little bit heavier. So that is something that is a real negative in the United States.
All right, guys. Well, you've now survived 2 socials. I congratulate all of you for going to the 3rd and final social here in Hillsong.
It's going to be over before you know it. Nothing really matters. Just go up, talk to whoever you want to talk to, make something happen. I mean, don't sit there and be shy. Just go up and do it because you'll probably never see her again anyway. She lives in the Ukraine. This is your opportunity. This is it.
It's the last city, and I'm down to 1. To be honest, this is probably the one that my eye always came back to. Her name is Julia. She works in a travel agency. Incredibly beautiful. We've been writing to each other for, it's got to be 7-8 months now. We'll meet at the social. I'm coming to basically try to sweep her off her feet.
Do you have pictures of her?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this guy's been talking to her for almost a year. Never met her before, and that's already a bad sign. It's like you shouldn't invest that much time. I mean, I used to talk to girls like years ago back on MySpace that I never met before, but it was like for a few months, and then once I found they weren't going to meet me, I would kick them to the curb, but this is way different.
How old is she?
26. She was a little bit under my target age. This is the one from the website where she looks like Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. She does.
How can you go wrong there? Just waiting. This last hour and a half of wait is just driving me up a wall. Something a little special. All the other guys, they go out and buy roses. I wanted to get something that would last, hopefully as long as the relationship. So, 1 gold rose. Hopefully it gets through this and everything will be okay. I'll be either really happy or really sad. This is like prom for old guys. That's the way I'm looking at it, which is nice since I never went to proms.
Nice, very nice.
Thank you.
Hey, you could have just fucked the cleaning lady. The cleaning lady wanted some dick, everybody. You should have said, you know what, this Russian broad may not show up. I'll give, fucking Alice from the Brady Bunch some dick.
I'm sort of hoping to have a table off by ourselves the whole night. And we'll have a translator, because she doesn't speak English. I don't do Russian. So we can just treat that as our first date. Every time I see someone with black hair walking in the door, my heart goes, oh, it's not her. Oh, not her. When I did my search, I looked for certain specific things. I like women that have black hair, blue eyes, people that are smart, that are independent, someone that's going to make me want to be a better me.
Your climactic moment is going to happen any minute.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
When the guys come over, they have their own set of expectations, which may be on target and may not be on target. They think, oh, gee, I've been writing to Irina, Svetlana, Elena. I've been writing to all these women, and they write to me, and I wrote to them. I told them I was coming over, and maybe that works, and maybe that doesn't.
You'll be waiting for her all night. No, she doesn't come.
We'll go in and have a few drinks.
Now you figure this guy will at least meet some other chicks, right? I mean, think about it. You only have one option, and she might not show up. You know that's a possibility. So go in there, meet some other chicks, get some phone numbers. You know, you always got to have a backup plan. You know, you can't just rely on one chick. When I was doing the whole fucking PUA thing stuff, even if I had a date, I would go out and I would still approach girls before the date and even after the date. Because I was like, this bitch might not call me back, you know? You always got to cover your ass with these broads, you know what I'm saying?
And if it doesn't, I told you, if it doesn't happen, we're on vacation and get to see a new country. I'm happy with that. Hi, are the women checking in with you too? Oh, okay. No English. Perfect. I thought she was going to show up. I really did. So I made sure I was staying off by myself because I didn't want to have to fend off other women trying to keep them away while I'm trying to wait for her. You know, I wanted to come in here to this place to meet this person, and now I don't know what's going on.
So how are you feeling?
It's like anybody would feel. Definitely not good. So
Now, I've been stood up twice before. I never waited more than like 15 minutes. Like the first girl I got stood up by, I knew something was up because she left her phone off. And we were supposed to just go to a movie with her friend. It wasn't even a date. So I left. And plus I called her phone and it was off. And then the second one, I waited like 15 minutes. And then I ran out of minutes on my phone. This back when I had prepaid. But this guy waited for hours. So I feel bad for him. I mean, any guy who's been stood up, I feel bad. Because when a guy does that to a girl, then it's like, oh, you're such an asshole. But when they do it, it's like, so this guy fucking spent, I don't know how much money, probably $1,000 on some stupid gold rose, which he should give it to another broad. He should have fucked the clean lady. That's what I think. Not as good as looking as the chick in the picture, but pussy's pussy, right, mate?
a conversation with John this morning. Said, you know, the lady I'm talking to online, the lady I'm writing to, works full-time in a tourist agency Monday through Friday, half a day Saturdays, and isn't a student. And the person that Max is talking to is a student half-time. I said, you know, I've been writing to this lady, you know, we're almost daily for months now. Emails are $10 a pop, going and coming. So I'm probably out 10 grand.
So this guy spent $10,000 on just emailing. Holy fuck. I mean, he could have took a small percentage and might at least got some phone sex out of it. Jeez, man. It's a shame what guys will do.
My biggest fear is that it was a scam. That she's writing to 50 or 60 guys, and she's getting a cut of the fees for the emails going back and forth. John said he's concerned about that too, so he's trying to find out what's really going on. As he said, you know, well, there's other women to meet. I said, I didn't come here to meet other women. That's not what I was here for. Max just called me, told me that she'd be down there at 5 o'clock in the lobby. So
They finally got a hold of Julia, and she is supposed to be coming here in about half an hour for our first date. I have to go in there, approaching it like she's honest and all that, and hoping that I'm not being screwed. So, and it's been hours. I've been sitting here thinking the same thing over and over. How do I know? How do you know? How do you tell? Hi. Welcome. We've been writing for about 7-8 months now. I was wondering what your
Oh my god, there she is. She is real. She showed up, everybody.
feeling is on the relationship.
Вот сейчас, когда вы уже 7 месяцев переписывались, что вы думаете по поводу ваших отношений?
А вы как?
What do you think?
We've been writing for so long, I was hoping that we'd be able to move on. I came here to see you. That's the only reason I came, was to see if you wanted to move maybe further in the relationship.
Do you feel like she was the woman that was writing to you?
How do you say in Russian, I want you to put those big plastic fake lips around my cock so I can get my money's worth?
I had some questions and doubts because the pictures I showed her were pictures of things that she's seen before. The house, the yard, my work.
Люди в черном.
People in black.
NASA. This is actually pictures from the last shuttle launch.
Wow.
If she wasn't the one writing the letters, does it matter?
It would have, and it probably should. But what I don't want to do is for me to overthink it and cause the problem that isn't really there. Because honestly, I can't get this girl out of my mind. Something that's special and beautiful and unique shouldn't be alone. They should come in pairs. And I was hoping I may not be, beautiful and that unique, but I'm hoping that maybe we could be a pair. You are very inspiring.
Вы очень вдохновляете.
Так, значит, у нас будет вы и я.
So it's me and you.
Будет это...
Yeah.
I'll put them and we'll have them too.
Do you want to come to America and marry me?
Вы поедете в Америку, выйдете за меня замуж.
Двигаться в заданном направлении.
Let's move into this direction.
Okay.
Да, можно.
Can I, please?
Well, gee, that's very straightforward. I mean, can you at least go on a date first? Meet your parents? Well.
So what was your impressions of tonight?
I think it went really well. I think I'm engaged now, so I would have to say it's going really well.
Did you get her email address?
No, got to still go through the service because I need to have the translations.
Huh.
So we'll go through that. I can ask her through that if she wants to give me her email address. I don't know if she has one. Didn't even think to ask. A little preoccupied.
You're engaged.
I'm engaged.
Oh, you got a kiss on a lip. It was worth the $10,000, everybody, right? Could have got a bunch of prostitutes for that money. No hand job? No release? All that money? No? No. Well.
How are you feeling on your way home?
Mixed feelings. I mean, sort of good that, I met her. She's was a very attractive lady. Thinking that maybe something's going to happen, but still had that nagging feeling that something was wrong.
I mean, you left thinking you were engaged.
I left thinking that we were going to get married. When I got back, we were corresponding very, very frequently. But every time I would ask her something personal, she just never answered the question. So it really started bothering me. Eventually, I just gave up. I said, listen, you either got to answer the questions or that's it, I'm done. I don't want to talk to you anymore. So she sent me one final letter saying that she was hurt. I wasn't the person she thought I was. I was like, well, okay.
What is it? What did he send her a picture of Peter Griffin? What the fuck? What did you expect?
It was over.
So why did you propose to her knowing that something was wrong?
What was I going to lose? At that point.
You don't think that he was...
I don't know. Half your stuff? I don't know.
Misled or scammed?
I don't think so, but I'm not 100. I'm just not 100% sure yet. You know, I have my doubts. So we removed the woman from the site. So we have taken her off.
You know, if she wasn't...
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for removing one scammer out of 122,000. I'm pretty sure that's really going to fix the problem.
Legit, he still hasn't made anything right by me. You know, I spent thousands of dollars, you know, just for the trip, letter translations and photos. Thousands of dollars out of pocket for this.
All I can say is that we worry about us. We worry about a foreign affair, and we always try to do the best we possibly can for our clients. We always try to act ethically. If we find a problem, we try to work to resolve the problem. There's always going to be problems, but I think the measure of the company is how the company deals with the problems.
After all this, I got depressed for a while. It definitely affected me. Sat around, I was actually went and got some ibuprofen to help with that. Finally worked through it. Pretty much stopped trying to date, anything like that, until just recently. I figured I might try it one more time.
This is her, huh?
Yeah, this is Becca. It's not the same as Julia, so I'm getting personal responses and actual, yeah, it looks like someone's actually putting some thought into the email.
Do you ever just feel like you're just writing a photo?
Yeah.
Well, listen, some guys never learn, but I wish this guy the best of luck of finding his Russian queen, whatever he's looking for. But this is the kind of stuff, like, guys don't tell me to get a wife. Guys just tell me to go overseas to get laid. I guess it's totally different, but still, it's sad that you have to go so far away. And then you still have to deal with female nature. That's my whole point. So if you go to Russia, you go to whatever, Brazil, Costa Rica, I mean, maybe it's different in those places. You still got to deal with cunts, everybody. And the whole thing about going MGTOW is to try to avoid dealing with cunts. Go MGTOW, bros. I know that's a cheesy saying. People make fun of me for saying it, but I'm going to keep saying it. But anyways, thanks for watching the video. Like, comment, dislike, all that stuff. And, of course, more videos on the way, blah, blah, blah. All right, I'm out.